You know that feeling when a song comes on and it grabs you emotionally.
Mm,
It feels like magic, but it's really not magic at all. It's actually a coded message.
that's a great way to put it. It's
What?
a coded message, crafted very, very carefully.
And today, we want to give you the secret decoder ring for that message.
Exactly. We're going to help you stop just hearing the songs and start, actually reading them
Reading the map of the artist's thoughts.
line by line.
Okay, so let's unpack this. We have to start with the basic architecture, right? The blueprint of almost every song you hear.
It's absolutely the first step, because if you know where an idea is placed in a song, you immediately get a sense of how important it is to the writer.
These sections are designed to manage your attention.
They really are. You've got the verse, the chorus, and the bridge.
So if we're thinking of a song as a story, where do we get the setting,
Yeah.
the details?
That's your verse. The verse is where all the background info is, the context.
And the details actually change in each verse, don't they?
Right. Verse 1 might introduce a character. Verse 2, you see the problem.
And verse 3 might show the outcome.
Precisely. It moves the narrative forward.
But then you have the part that drills itself into your memory, the bit you can't stop singing.
Ah, the chorus.
That's the central pillar, isn't it?
It is. The chorus is the main message. It's the big unifying idea, and that's why it repeats.
If the song is about heartbreak, the chorus is the summary of that pain.
Exactly. It's the
Oh.
most important point the songwriter wants you to remember, no question.
Okay, but what about that moment, usually near the end, where everything just shifts?
The music changes, maybe the whole perspective changes.
Yeah, like a detour.
That's the bridge, a very strategic detour.
So what's its job?
The bridge offers a new perspective. It might pause the story for a moment of reflection, or maybe it introduces a completely new thought
Before it slams you right back into the final chorus.
Exactly. It builds tension or offers a release.
So verses set the scene, the chorus delivers the punchline, and the bridge is for reflection.
And once you see that blueprint, you can start digging for the real treasure.
The core meaning.
Right.
So how do we find out what a song is actually about? I mean, sometimes the lyrics can be so vague.
That brings us to theme. The theme is the central underlying message.
The big idea.
The big universal idea. It's usually not about one specific event, but something broader, like friendship or growing up or change.
And what's the best clue for spotting that theme?
You have to look for recurring words or ideas, things that keep popping up.
Oh, okay.
If the word light shows up in the verse and the chorus and the bridge, maybe the theme isn't just about darkness, but about hope.
And sometimes the title is a big giveaway, I guess.
It can be, but the most reliable way is to find that consistent thread woven all the way through the lyrics.
So once you have the theme, you need to figure out how the song feels.
Yes, and this is where a lot of people get mixed up. We have to talk about mood versus tone.
Okay, this is a big one. What's the difference?
Mood is the atmosphere of the song. It's all about how it makes you, the listener, feel.
So it's the environment the song creates.
Mm-hmm. If you hear words about storms or shadows or cold, the mood is probably going to be serious, maybe a little sad.
Melancholic, even.
Exactly. But tone is different.
Tone is the author's attitude toward the subject.
Yes. It's how they feel. You find it in their specific word choice. Are they being sincere, sarcastic, angry?
Okay, let's try an example. A song could describe a really chaotic scene, so the mood is tense.
Right.
But if the singer's tone is defiant, and they're saying something like, I love this mess,
Then the mood and tone are working against each other.
for dramatic effect.
And that's fascinating, right? Finding the theme helps you connect intellectually, but mood and tone, that's the emotional depth. It's why a song hits you so hard.
So once we know what they want us to feel, how do they actually build that feeling with words?
Now we get to open up the writer's toolbox. We're talking about figurative language.
The tools that turn simple facts into poetry.
That's it. And it's what makes a line stick with you forever.
Let's start with the big comparison tools. Metaphors and similes. How can you tell them apart instantly?
Okay, so they both compare two very different things to create a powerful image. But a simile is more direct. It always uses the words like or as.
My patience ran out like water from a broken glass.
Perfect example. The comparison is explicit. You see the word like.
A metaphor is bolder. It doesn't suggest something is like another thing. It says it is that thing.
Precisely. A songwriter might say, my heart is a drum.
They're not just saying it's beating fast.
No, they're saying it has all the qualities of a drum. It's loud, it's urgent, it's intense. It's a shortcut. to a very complex feeling.
Okay, so what about personification? That's another big one.
Personification is when you give human qualities to things that aren't human, objects, animals, even ideas.
We all know the classic "the wind whispered."
Right. But think about a more modern example.
Like, my phone screen laughed at me.
Yes. Or the speakers groaned, begging for a new song. It makes the world of the song feel alive. It connects the environment to what the character is feeling inside.
It makes everything more relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about the most dramatic tool in the box? Hyperbole.
Ah, the exaggeration tool.
It's for making a point, right?
Sure.
Not for being literal.
Never literal. If a singer says they cried a river or they could walk 1,000 miles.
They're just showing you the sheer scale of their emotion, the intensity.
Exactly. And it's funny, our brains just get it. We know not to take it literally.
Yeah.
We're already doing the work.
So we've got the tools. Now, how does a writer actually paint the scene and put us in the room with them?
That's all about imagery.
Engaging the senses.
All 5 of them. Sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. A great songwriter doesn't just say, I was sad. They show you the sadness.
So instead of an abstract idea, you get a concrete detail.
Exactly. Instead of just saying it was cold, they might describe the frost on a window pane or a shivering breath.
You can see it. You can almost feel it.
And that's what makes a line memorable. It makes the emotion feel authentic.
Okay, let's talk about the actual sound of the words, rhyme schemes.
Right. We're looking at the pattern of similar sounds at the ends of lines. A-A-B-B or A-B-A.
That pattern creates the rhythm and the flow. But what's really interesting is when writers break the pattern on purpose.
You mean with something like a slant rhyme?
Yeah.
A slant rhyme is where words sound similar, but they don't rhyme perfectly, like shape and keep.
So why would they do that?
It's a choice. If a song has perfect rhymes and then suddenly uses a slant rhyme, it's a signal. It can create tension or a feeling of unease. It disrupts the flow to get your attention.
It's another part of the code.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
And just as important as the patterns in the words is the world those words came from. We have to talk about historical context.
The time and place a song was written.
It's huge. What was happening in the world? What slang were people using? What were the big social anxieties?
If you hear a song from the 80s, mention a Walkman.
Right. That little detail instantly places the story in a specific time. It gives you a frame of reference that makes the meaning so much clearer.
Without that context, you could miss the entire point.
You really could.
Okay, so let's shift to the speaker. Who is actually telling this story?
That's the point of view, or POV. And it dramatically changes how we connect with the lyrics.
Most songs we hear are probably first person.
Using I and me, it feels personal, honest. The writer is sharing a direct experience with you.
But sometimes they use you. They speak right to the listener.
That's second person. And it's a powerful choice because it implicates you in the story. It makes you feel like they're talking directly to you.
And third person.
That's he or she. The singer is more of a narrator, telling a story about other people.
So the POV is a way to control the distance between you and the story.
A very deliberate tactic. And finally, there's one tool writers use to make sure you absolutely do not miss the main point.
Repetition.
Repetition.
We see it most obviously in the chorus, right?
Right. It's the writer basically shouting, hey, this part is important. Remember this line. It's all about focusing your attention.
But it can also build tension or show really strong emotion.
Of course. If a single word is repeated, like wait, 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 that shows an intense feeling. Urgency, maybe confusion.
So we've broken down the blueprint, the feeling, the tools, the context. What's the final step for someone ready to do an analysis?
The final step is synthesis. You have
Oh.
to combine everything.
You can't just look at one thing in isolation.
No.
Well.
You have to explain how a specific metaphor works with the established tone to deliver the theme. It all has to connect.
And you have to back it up with evidence?
Always. Every idea you have needs to be supported by quoting specific lines from the song. You have to prove it.
That's how you go from just saying, I like this song, to explaining why it's so powerful.
Exactly. And that actually brings up a really important final question for you to think about. Now that you know all these building blocks, the personification, the rhyme scheme, the point of view, how does knowing all that help you explain with actual evidence why a piece of music is truly meaningful to you, personally?
That's the puzzle you get to solve now. Good luck with your studies.